Hello there my fellow Holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic challenge video. Hope you had a relaxing weekend behind you and that you're looking forward to get your week started. But first, as always, we have a brand new challenge to take care of. This time we're taken to the cold planet of planet Hoth, where we have to take down pesky bounty hunters using our Sith. So as always, I'll cover the modifiers and the feats and then show you the battles. So if you want to skip through to a particular battle, there's always YouTube chapters below you can skip through if you do want. Otherwise, let's start off with today's modifier for Hoth, the Frigid Expanse. So anytime any unit take a turn, they gain a stack of Frostbite. We also get Thermoregulate ability. Now obviously, if you do need a reminder, once a unit reaches 10 stacks of Frostbite, it will be instantly defeated. That's why we do get Thermoregulate ability to counter that somewhat, because it will remove 2 stacks of Frostbite from the target unit. It's a cooldown of 3 and it only removes 2. So it means eventually, as the battle goes on, those stacks of Frostbite will add up. So you definitely have to keep an eye out on them from the very start, because these battles will be very long, because bounty hunters are very durable. The Grim Machinations modifier, I don't have a feeling it's really helping us all that much, so nothing to say here. However, bounty hunters, they're very durable. Like, that's not enough. They start off with the true defense, and even once you get rid of those stacks of true defense, they're still so durable. And as well, with Bossk lead, anytime we take a turn, we gain a stack of Frostbite, and that's a debuff, and then the enemy they get there's some health and protection recovery because of Bossk lead. So definitely these battles, like whichever team I ran, like took, I don't know, 3-4 minutes. So definitely be speeding up footage, because I don't want this video to be like half an hour long. Now in terms of the feats, kind of straightforward it seems. So we again have to bring balance to the force, then win with a full team of Sith units, and finally win with an undersized squad. So plenty of ways I would imagine to do this. Like Sith, they're very big faction. Obviously, if you do have Galactic Legends, please do use them. I'm just using a team here without Galactic Legends. The reason why I'm bringing Talon in here, because my Revan, he's not all that fast. Let me show you the speed on him. So he's at 323, so with Talon in there we get 20 speed extra for our Sith, which means his speed will be at 343, which will allow my Darth Revan to outrun enemy Bossk and fear everybody. But if obviously your Revan is like 340 plus speed, you don't need Talon, you can bring somebody else. I just showed, like, didn't want a remote for this one just to do this. Anyway, let's hop in the battle, and yeah, these guys are very durable. That's why we need Nihilus, so he can annihilate them one by one. There we go, Revan going first, putting fear on everybody, isolating on Bossk so he doesn't get a taunt. Then we go ahead, increase cooldown, start working to our annihilate number 1. I'm gonna get tenacity down so we can then land some shocks, so then Mala can get a taunt up. Let's go ahead and start thermoregulating our guys already from the very beginning. This battle does drag on, so you want to get on top of these guys straight away. With Malak, I will not thermoregulate yet. I wanted to get a shock on Boba, so that then Malak gets a taunt. Now they do have 3 bounty hunters that can ignore taunts, so you will definitely want to prioritize those first. I'm gonna go and get Django out first, and now we can thermoregulate Malak as well. And this is now just pretty much a rinse and repeat from here on out. Try to keep taunt on Malak with shocks and fear, and then whenever thermoregulate ability is ready to be used, you can go ahead and use it. Unless obviously you've got Revan's fear ability ready to be used. I did prioritize that one, so there you go. Every couple of turns I'm just kind of thermoregulating. There goes bounty hunter number 2. So I decided to take care of Mandalorians first, because I kind of had Boba under control with shocks, healing immunity and things like that. And let's go ahead and drain him. Now he lost bounty hunter's resolve. He will no longer be able to ignore taunt. Again, drop fear on everybody. Thermoregulate. Let's go ahead, renew that isolate on Bossk. We go. I think one more turn to go and we'll be able to annihilate bounty hunter number 3. I'll just go ahead, get Boba out of here, and just once we're down to these 2, they don't really have any damage. It's just a case of outlasting them Either they will just die from stacks of frostbite, because if you keep them feared and ability block, they cannot use the ability. So that's what happened. I annihilated Bossk, and then Grief will just die as soon as he gets a turn because he got 10th stack of frostbite. So that for me completed the Sith fit. Again, plenty of ways to do this Sith. They're a very big and diverse faction, so that's what I had to do. Now for the Undersize, like if you want to stay, I guess, with the whole Sith lineup that we just used. So for this one, you do have to have a faster Revan, so I did remote him just to show you that you can Undersize with this squad. Then just throw Talon out. We don't need her. I really use her only for to highlight that if you do need extra speed, she can do that for you. Otherwise, business as usual, fear on everybody, isolate Bossk, and then I'm going to go ahead and get again tenacity down Boba just to make sure that we can land shock on our next turn. He still resisted it, but okay, but I did land their shock on Django. I don't know. Anyways, again, time to thermoregulate, get shock there. Okay, there we go. Sure. I think I should thermoregulate. I already have 3 stacks of on Malak. Just again, keep thermoregulating here. But same deal as before. Keep going after Boba, then you annihilate Django. And just keep hammering Boba, keep him stunned and everything, so he doesn't get any bright ideas with his big rocket to the face ability. So get him out as well. Now just we'll annihilate Mando next, I guess. Or you could also take care of Bossk because he's very durable. That's also one way of doing it. This time they did get a contract out, but you know, without Django and Boba, they can't do a whole lot. There we go. I think Grief just died from frostbite. I think Bossk will die as well from frostbite as soon as he takes a turn. So you can also do the Undersize fit with Sith, and continuing the Sith, I guess, lineups here. Might as well get these knocked out first. You can just throw in a light side unit, maybe C-3PO, because he can just hide himself in stealth, so he can't be taken out. And otherwise, it's a pretty much a rinse and repeat of the first 2 battles. You fear everybody with Revan to start off, then you isolate Bossk, and you know, just work towards your first annihilate. And you know, just keep that frostbite under control with the thermoregulate ability. Okay, one more turn to our first annihilate. It comes very quickly. We go. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go ahead, thermoregulate Revan. No need to thermoregulate Malak. He only got 1 stack of frostbite there. Sure, just use all my goodness whenever it's available, just to make sure that C-3PO stays in stealth. Do another round of thermoregulate. This time looks like went after Django first, so I annihilated Boba. So either way, I guess it's fine. Just keep, again, spreading fear, spreading shocks, isolating Bossk constantly so he doesn't get a taunt and frenzy and things like that. And then just let Nihilus get to work, annihilate these guys one at a time. Okay, sure, just make sure as well to keep an eye out on C-3PO's frostbite, because he has to survive for the bring balance feat to win. If you lose one of the other guys, it does not matter, but obviously in this particular lineup, C-3PO has to survive. We go, Mando, he's got isolate on him, so no revives for him, so we can just go ahead and knock him down. Then another way to do bring balance is with bounty hunters. Now because enemy Bossk is very fast at 340, outrunning him with your own Bossk can be a challenge. Luckily their Grief is a bit on the slow side. That's why I brought in Han, so I can get a stun on their Bossk, which means we can now get our contract triggered rather quickly. We go. Alright, sure, just give me, I guess, a big rocket to the face, maybe. Yeah. Alright, yeah, some decent damage, I guess. We have to now start thermoregulating a bit. Let's go ahead and proc that stagger, I guess, on Boba, push back his turn meter. Okay, alright, there goes Han. That's okay. He did his job, he was just there for the stun, so I'm gonna go ahead, knock out Django first, just in case they do get their contract. We don't want to deal with Django's damage immunity. There we go, let's go ahead and dispel the frenzy there with Grief. Let's go ahead and do a round of thermoregulation. Okay, some nice counterattacks, some turn meter for the squad. Now everybody got retribution, so I'll actually just be targeting Grief, not the other guys. Again, a little bit of thermoregulating. let's go ahead and get rid of Boba there. So kind of similar strategy as with the Sith. Just here let Mando disintegrate everybody one at a time, like Nihilus did with his Annihilate. And that's basically the overall strategy. With Bossk lead, we have plenty of survivability and recovery. It really is a race against time, just to make sure you get all of these guys out before Frostbite gets you. I decided there to take care of Bossk because he was taunting. I couldn't get around his taunt anymore, so I decided to take him out next and leave Mando for the end. There we go, we'll just keep going. Again, time to thermoregulate a bit. I'm getting high up with the stacks already, but hopefully we do get another Annihilate coming in any moment now. One more turn, I think we should be good to go. There we go, get Grief out, and that as well. Bounty Hunters, with the help of Han, can do the Bring Balance feat. And then a couple of different undersized squads I was able to get to work. Both of them a little bit of RNG, I had to do a couple of runs. So this is my second attempt with Bad Batch, because on my first attempt, the AoE here from tech did not land a stun on Grief, and then Grief dispelled all their debuffs. So really have to land their stun on Grief to begin with. Here I'm also targeting him, trying to increase his cooldowns and get a stun, so he doesn't again cleanse on his next turn. And you know, with the true damage, you actually can get through these guys rather quick in the beginning, but again have to get that Frostbite under control. So again, started cleansing it off to begin with, so let's just go ahead and get it off. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna use Basie here to reduce cooldowns on my guys that have 3 stacks of translation already, so I can again call here assist on tech, again tech, reducing cooldowns with his basic. And here we go, we can now go ahead and give turn over back to Echo, and my Bad Batch works obviously because Echo here, he applies healing immunity that cannot be resisted, and this now stops healing with the Bossk lead. And here we go, we can do another round of AoEs. Sure, we'll just keep going here. We're stuck behind the taunt. There we go, again calling tech for assist, so he reduces our cooldowns on his basic. We'll just keep, and let's go ahead now call Wrecker for assist for some damage. Again, have to keep an eye out on the Frostbite here. I just kind of decided to go for it. Don't worry about Frostbite just yet. We need to get rid of these guys. And just now in the end, where we have most of them down, is where I started thermoregulating again. Here we go. We need a healing immunity again, coming in, an AoE, get a Bossk down. Django trying to do something, but you know, the foresight from Tech's AoE allowed us to evade his attack. I'm like, come on Bossk, go down already. There we go. So definitely Bad Batch, if you do have them, can get the Undersize feat done. And Bounty Hunters, same as Bad Batch. I needed there are a couple of attempts there, just because obviously it's a bit of an RNG. Who range troopers unique calls for assist. I think it's like 50% chance to call a random one to assist. So if you're not getting a lot of those random assists, then you will struggle to keep your turn meter train rolling. But the idea here is to go after the Mando, because he's probably the weakest target, so we can get him down first, so we can then keep our turn meter train rolling. Now we had him down low already, so I'll just let him there, sit there, so I can then, you know, whenever I need some turn meter boost, I can go ahead finish him off. So I'll start working on Boba next, so we'll do the same thing, get Boba down a little bit. There we go, keep our turn meter train rolling. Let's go ahead, do a couple of hits on Django, also start working down on him. As you can see, I'm a bit low on turn meter at this point, so I'm like, let's go ahead and finish Boba again, so more turn meter for the team. And let's go ahead and take care of Mando as well, just so we can keep our turn meter train rolling. Let's do a stomp with Range Trooper, this gives us some assists. Finished him off as well. So it's really just about managing your turn meter here with troopers. So definitely it's not like a hit auto situation with the undersized troopers. And you know what? I need to get Django out, so I'm just gonna do here mass assist. Get Django out. Come on, get him down. One more AoE, punch to the face, something. There we go. All right. So once you're just down to these two, like, they're very durable, especially Bossk. So may take a while. They may take a couple of turns, which obviously will reset the stacks of your Emperor's Trap. But with troopers here, I did not at all pay attention to Frostbite until I had only like 8-9 stacks. It's really a race that you take out Bossk as quickly as possible as well in the end, and there we go. Was able with everybody 8-9 stacks of Frostbite. So really with troopers it's kind of a race against times, but again, my Dark Trooper Relic 6, if you do have higher relic on your Dark Trooper, this probably will be easier. Alright guys, so that's all for today's video. Hopefully it was useful and helpful, just showing you, you know, the Sith team that I used and then various lineups that I tried without using Galactic Legends as always for the other remaining feats. Thank you for watching, I'll see you in the next one, but until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.